I'm going to be speaking today about how to self-edit. If you're writing a novel or a short story and you're struggling at this point, then hopefully these are little tips that can help make that a bit easier for you. We all know, I think, hopefully, that someone else can help, an editor, a fresh pair of eyes, a beta reader. But before we get to that stage, we ourselves want to make our work as good as it can be with really minimal typos. But we do have to know that everyone makes mistakes and that is pretty impossible to completely self-edit your work. But if you want to make it as good as you can in that first instance, then these are some tips for you. First of all, reading it aloud, which you probably have heard because it is the go-to piece of advice that everyone gives you. And it can be good, of course it can be. If you're doing a whole novel, you'll probably lose your voice by doing that. And I find that your brain is a couple of steps ahead. It knows the story and you're just saying what you anticipate coming. But if you listen to your work, upload a little piece at a time to a text-to-speech app, you can get some free ones. Then you might hear where you've left out words, which is really good. Often there are words that you think you know, and your whole life you've thought that you've known them. So it is really a case of going through everything line by line and just double checking and Googling, and you'll be really surprised, at least I have been when I've been working with editors, that some little phrases that I've been saying for all my life, I was saying them wrong the whole time. So don't assume that you know everything. It's really about being curious and testing yourself and, as I say, line by line. Another good editing tip to self-edit your work is to work in layers. I think that a lot of first pages and a lot of first chapters, I'm guilty of doing that in a book that has yet to be published as well, where the first chapter I really overwrote it because you hear so many times you have to hook the reader, and while the prose was really sparkling, clean, lovely, it was really not the consistent voice all the way through. So I would work in layers and don't be tempted to really overwrite the start of your story or your novel. Also, if you have a Kindle or a Kindle app, it might be better than printing off the whole book, but if you want to print off all your pages, to see it off your computer on paper helps. To see it as a book, but if you have a Kindle or a Kindle app, it works in the same way, because I think seeing your book as it would be when it's published, it automatically throws up all of those mistakes and can be really helpful. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll be releasing another video next week, and join me then. If this is your kind of thing, then please do like and subscribe with your notifications on. See you then. Bye.